Now, there's several online tools that we can use to help you decide on what's going to be a good and available domain name for your new blog. Now, you want to use some of the information you've got at your disposal from having done the keyword research first to kind of get into the mindset of these potential customers of yours to kind of foresee what they're going to be typing into that search engine to get a hold of you or to find information about your particular niche. And hopefully the way you've got your blog set up, it's going to pop up right there, number 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and so on. So that would be having the ability to have a keyword rich domain name. Now, that's not always going to be the case, but that's what we want to shoot for. Now, with that also in mind, you want to have a list of potential domain names. So when you find that your first and most favorite one is not available because somebody else beat you to the punch, well, you've got several of those to fall back on. So for example, I got these here: Chow Chow Dog Training, Training Chows, Training Chow Chows. And if you have done any research for keywords related to training dogs, more specifically chow chows, then you'll have a lot larger list to work with. So again, having the keyword research under our belt would definitely help us in having a list of potential domain names. Now, with that list, we're going to go ahead and start plugging them into some tools. Now, some of these tools, one for example, is instantdomainsearch.com. And these guys is very simple, very basic. They deal strictly with the three main, that being the .com, the .net, and the .org. I would only be interested in the .coms myself. Depending upon your situation, you may find the need for a .net or .org or even all three. So let's go ahead and try this first one that I got here, because this is my main, the one that I want the most, and see if, okay, it's available. Good deal. And you can see right here, it also gives you links to available domain registrars that you can go directly to and make the purchase. Bing, bang, boom, you're done. Now, with that thought in mind, I also need to mention that some of these domain registrars, hey, they're in it to make a buck too, so you can't really knock them. But just prior to you getting to the end of you giving the money and getting the domain name in your name, they're going to throw this at you: the special of the month, the get your domain name, and for only such and such dollars per month, you're also going to be able to get the web hosting service or the Guardian or the double wax or whatever other cool bells and whistles they're going to throw at you. So what originally was $7.49 a year is now $50 a month. So just be wary. Go in there with the mindset of getting just one thing, and that is your domain name. You really don't need the others just yet. Now then, that being said, I also want to mention that there are some hosting services out there that offer you in some of their packages a free domain name. So you might want to consider that as well. The reason why I'm doing this video series in the sequence that I am is that I wanted to first point out the power behind having a solid keyword list first, and then the domain name. So we're in an upcoming video going to go ahead and get the hosting account. I just wanted to do it this way just to emphasize the power behind having a good solid keyword list first. So in this instance, I just want to let you know that there are services out there, web hosting services, that do offer you a free domain name as part of the package. So you might want to consider that as an option. So another cool tool, again, this is Instant Domain Search, bustaname.com. Now these guys offer more tools to work with on their one site than the instant domain search did. Here you can just type in a bunch of words related to your niche, click on add, and then it's going to give you a list of those words, potential domain names that are available, and more tools down here at the bottom. Now these guys also offer video tutorials on how to best use their tools, so check that out. This is definitely a cool tool you want to have at your disposal. At least ways, get familiarized with it. It'll give you some more ideas to work with in coming up with your award-winning domain name. And then we've got the Danica Patrick site, the GoDaddy site. And here we've got some good deals and some not so good deals, but that's just my personal preference. I do not use GoDaddy, but I do want to let you know that if we were to type in, say, that same phrase here, and it was available on the other ones, that here it's available for only 10 something. Now this is annual, by the way. These are annual costs, not monthly. These are annual. The one thing I wanted to point out with GoDaddy, though, is not so much to buy it here, but the options that they give you. They give you some others to choose from: Chow Chow Dog Trainings.com, the Chow Chow Dog Training.com. So you can see they give you some more ideas to float around in your head to decide on. And they give you a lot more extensions to work with than just the main three: .com, .org, .net. Now again, myself, I would only go with the .com. That's just my personal preference. Another one is Domain Abbey. Now these guys are pretty cool. They got a lot of bells and whistles, similar to that of GoDaddy. And I've got a few domains with these guys. Now they, on occasion, offer some pretty good packages. Whereas if you purchase all at once the .com, .org, and .net, all three of them for that particular domain, then it's like a major savings, like 17 bucks for the first year versus 30 bucks or something like that. I mean, it's a pretty good deal. So Domain Abbey might be one you might want to check into. Another one would be Omnis, OMNIS.com. Check them out. They offer pretty good deals as well. Again, right around 8-9 bucks a year for their domains. And all of these offer web hosting services as well, so they might again offer some kind of a discount. Again, you might want to check into that. And then we've got namecheap.com, and I prefer these guys mainly because their ease of transfer is phenomenal. I mean, some of the other ones, for example, I've got domains with oneandone.com, fantastic service, mind you, but you try to transfer a domain from them to somebody else and it's like pulling teeth. So another example, whenever I change the DNS, and I'll get into that in an upcoming video, whenever I change the DNS on Namecheap to say the web hosting company I'm going with, maybe it's HostGator, within 60 seconds, a couple of minutes, it's done. With one-on-one, for example, and this holds true for others out there as well, not just one-on-one, it might be 72 hours. So again, that might play a part in your deciding who to go with as far as domain name registrar as well as web hosting services. But hopefully you got something out of this video as far as making a list, using the keyword information you got from a prior video from your keyword research, and some cool tools in helping you decide on or giving you additional ideas on a top of the line domain name for your business. Hopefully you learned something from this video. Thank you very much for watching, and you have a great day.